I just remember one day we were having a conversation and I realised while she was talking to me, this voice in my head said, she's addicted, she's lying. And before that, I would give her money, I would listen to her stories, it was ad nauseum, I was always worried about her. I mean, not that I ever stopped worrying, but once I realised she was addicted, I stopped the money. Yeah, I constantly, gently, lovingly always said to her, do you think taking drugs and drinking could be the cause of your problems? So I'd still listen to her problems, not as long. To keep myself safe, I always regularly exercise and try and eat right, and really keep an emotional distance from her. Once I knew she was addicted, I knew I had to keep myself and my children safe, because when she was coming down a lot, she was chronically suicidal and desperate. They have a terrible come down from the ice, which makes them keep chasing the up. And, she used through the first trimester because she was going to terminate the pregnancy. And then she made a decision to keep that baby and came off it. She went to rehab, but it took a lot of encouragement for her to go to rehab, detox and rehab, to come off the drugs while she was pregnant, just so that the little one didn't detox when she was born. She never had enough, and at the height of her addiction, I was running 2 businesses, and single mother myself, but really when you work hard, there are rewards for working hard, as we know. So my money and my willingness to give it to her did become a problem. Yeah, I am lucky. I've got a lot of supportive friends, and so I was able to get a lot of support. I mean, there was one time where we did actually think that she'd come good, and then it turned out that she was hanging around with old friends and mixing with old associates, and I knew that a relapse was inevitable. So I did actually have a counsellor at that point, because it was incredibly stressful watching her, because by this stage she'd had the baby and she was back using again, so with a baby in tow. So it was really, at times it was really on for young and old with her. Well, I think it's really important that they get some counselling and support. And there's also a program called Naranon, which is for the friends and family of addicts to get counselling and support, and which was an invaluable experience for me to do that program, so that I could learn what my no actually meant, and because it made me feel really guilty saying no to her, because I worried if she was hungry or if she was eating, or but the reality is this: is she's always got money for ice. I had to create the distance because of that. She's an ex-biker and stuff, so incredibly violent, incredibly threatening, and so I always involved the police if there was violence. They need to know they've crossed the line. Yes, ice addicts can be incredibly volatile and violent when they don't get their own way. The need for the hit is so high that they don't value your love, they don't value your support, they don't value anything, they just want the next high.